I think it's important for people, like you say, to want to do whatever they can to extend and kind of lock that shit down.
Just to keep it for us, it's for the ghetto a little bit longer. Street urban culture personified through the arts. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just hold it for the next generation of ghetto kids, one last generation. You know what I mean? That's my job. Let me take it. And, you know, obviously some people get put on the opposite end, but it's like, it's not going to stop you, bro. You already rich.
You going for the 60 years of hip hop.
You know what I mean? I don't want to look up at 60 years of hip hop look like 60 years of rock and roll.
Yeah. Do you think hip hop is in a good place now, culturally?
I mean, well, yeah, right.
It's under siege for sure.
Because it's getting gentrified, right? So I'm grateful for the. It's crazy because I got to be grateful for SEXYY Red. I'm like, shit, thank God. You know, somebody from St. Louis, some hood motherfucker putting on, you know, and she's young and still got growing and doing shit, but she'll grow like we all do when we get a couple dollars and our perspective get widened. But I love the rawness of it. I love what Glorilla does. I love what the women are doing in hip hop. I love what they do. It's a little bit of ghetto left, you know what I mean? Because, you know, these niggas, you know what I mean,
and the women holding it down right now.
Yeah, they the streetest thing going, popping it, you know what I'm saying? So, I see it trying to be gentrified, and I hear some of the brothers trying to, you know, they don't get it, so they like, oh, you know, this person is cool, you tripping. No, I'm not tripping. You start letting this nigga, this type of motherfucker in here, next thing we know, it's Kenny G, hip hop all day. Kenny G. Kenny G a rap.
Crazy.
You know, it's just rock and roll. It's white, all white folks. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. So do you think hip hop always has to come from the streets for it to be authentic?
Well, yeah, right. But so there are exceptions, right? But I don't think that should be, the exception should become the rule.
Facts.
There are some certain situations where Rick Rubin, you know what I'm saying? There's some dope shit, but that ain't the rule, bro. You not,
right.
That's it, cool, we got that. But no, that's not the rule though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The rule is from the ghetto. That's the rule, you know what I'm saying? There are exceptions, but let's let the exceptions be the exceptions.
Okay. Man, how do you feel like, because I've been seeing this shit lately, like, for instance, like T.I.'s son, or Michael Irvin's son.
Sure.
Like, what do you think when you see them type of like upper class, middle class kind of people coming in and they black, but they misappropriating?
It's funny, I was watching that shit yesterday. King was power to this guy. He's like, yeah, niggas, you niggas figure.
King is, one thing I'm gonna say about King is he passionate as fuck.
He stand on business. Like he said, nigga told his mom and daddy cause he stand on business. Cause that little nigga crazy. T.I. grabbed him. Shout out to Tip, cause Tip is a solid nigga, cause that's my little good guy.
Thanks.
But not to talk or comment about their parenting shit, cause parenting shit is unique. But I mean, there is an attraction about the have-nots.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, you know, this is a kid that could have been, you know, he could be inside his mansion with his parents and shit, but he trying to go to the street. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
I think that's a bit, but again.
Imaginative.
But think about it, bro. Hip hop is the last true beacon cause of masculinity pure.
Damn, say that again?
The last true beacon of masculinity pure.
Man, that's some wild shit. Masculinity under siege too.
You feel me? So like hip hop is the last thing where like the streets is like, you gotta be a man here.
Yeah, okay.
You gotta be accountable here. Like there's some kind of rumor like if you don't take care of your kids, niggas is cool. No, niggas use a bum to us too.
Facts.
You don't take care of your kid, you bitch ass bum ass. You might not say it all the time, but in the back, as soon as y'all start arguing, you gonna make sure you tell this old bum ass, you don't even take care of your kids.
Facts, man.
So, I mean, I think that you can have all these, it's funny because you can have all these millions of dollars, but you want to be me.
Yeah.
You want to be this.
Yeah.
And that just show you how hip hop, you know, street urban culture is, you know, the ultimate man. Don't matter, some nigga have $90 million and niggas is still trying to be this.
Yeah.
How you got $90 million still trying to be us?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's guys like, is King Harris wrong for his approach to his expression?
I mean, there's some genetics in him too. Yeah, that's T.I.'s son. T.I. crazy as a motherfucker.
T.I. and Tiny.
T.I. got that little man syndrome, be tripping and shit all the time. Nigga try to fight Floyd Mayweather. You know how crazy you got to be to try to fight the greatest boxer ever? So I'm sure there's some DNA in there that got King tripping, but he'll find his way, bro. We always do.
He get a pass?
I don't know what pass he needs. Fucking T.I.'s son. I mean,
right, basically, yeah.
Sure, like Michael Irvin's son is like, I don't quite know what their music is about for me to be commenting on it. You know what I mean? But they birthed into this shit. You know what I mean? It's like a homie that grew up like this is a homie like me who my whole family ain't from the set, but then there's certain homies who they family is the matriarch hood, you know, they the matriarch family of the set. It's like, nigga, you don't got to do the same. You born into it. And I think that's what
it's like a Ja Morant kind of thing, you know?
Sure, where he's looking from the outside trying to be in. But I think in King's situation, if I was talking to Lil Cuz, I would tell him like, you know, I don't quite understand. I mean, at this point, he been at his grandma's house a lot of times, so he on some shit. But nigga, you born who you are. Like, you would never be some little white kid, Richie Rich nigga. You ain't got to worry. You T.I.'s son, nigga. You Tiny son. You ain't got to. You still a nigga. You know what I mean? But again, him standing on business, telling his parents he's standing on business is just retarded. You gotta get your shit together, little cuz.
Not for real.
That's too much.
They say he embarrassing the family.
Hey, how you gonna tell your mom and dad you stand on business? People wipe your ass. They looking at you crazy when you stand on business to them.
Man, it's forever. I notice it's like suburban black people, especially young ones. I feel like the rule is that shit. Music is always, especially like hip hop, is always gonna be the main orientation of who you are culturally. Like, regardless where you're from, you black, what it means to be black is hip hop in a sense. That's what you're always gonna look to. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think, suburban or not. Hood niggas, I think when you're a black dude, let's say you're a black dude from the suburbs, your parents might be from whatever, but when you look out into the world in America, your orientation of blackness is very rooted in hip hop.
Well, I mean, that's in general, right?
Yeah.
Like, I had this conversation with my homeboy Trap from Queens yesterday, and I was telling him, hip-hop is an extension of slave culture, like soul food. Mm. Slave culture is always going to define black culture. You know what I mean? In America.
Facts.
You know what I mean? If you was a freedman in the 1600s, why the fuck would you be eating, why would you be frying your chicken or eating greens when you could have a salad? If you was a black slaver in the 1600s, why the fuck, like, what cultural would you have? Your culture can't just be how white people treat you. Because white people treat Irish people that way. White people treat Mexican people that way. So it can't just be how white people treat you. So I think most culture always going to be defined by its poorest people. I just think that's the standard for culture in general. You know what I mean? Like, all Mexican people don't eat tacos. Tacos is some poor shit.
Yeah.
Spaghetti is created by poor people. I mean, pizza is created by poor people in Italy. You know what I mean? Poor people pretty much are the centerpiece of culture. So just hip hop happens to be the voice of poor people for the most part.
Yeah. In essence, culture is how you cultivate collectively.
Sure.
Like,
but
you know what I'm saying?
If you're a wealthy person, a black person in Beverly Hills, then you wouldn't have to, there's no need for culture. Like, why is lingo there if the education is great? Why would you buy cheap clothes? Like, there's no sense to take pride in cheap clothes because you can afford whatever clothes. Like, culture is still birthed out of necessity.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you wealthy in America, you do what the fuck you want to do. You can live like whatever. You could wear whatever you want to, and there's no burden. There's no responsibility. It's just like, do your thing.
Yeah. It's a thin line. It's a thin line, man, when it comes to that hip hop shit with the culture, I think, as far as representing it.